Hi, it's Dan Lesniak, the founder of the Orange Line Living Team and broker at Optime Realty, which is home to the Carrie Scholl team as well. In today's Ask the Real Estate Agent segment, we're answering a question that we've gotten from sellers recently, about if they should sell their home prior to going on the MLS. So a few years ago, pre-MLS was a hot topic in real estate. It's continued to be so, and it's something that our company has a lot of experience with. We sell around 25 to 30% of our homes before they go on the market. It's something that our sellers think brings great value to them, and our buyers love it as well. Now, there's a lot of reasons why you might consider selling your home prior to going on the MLS. One scenario might be if you are buying new construction, or you're buying a home that's not going to close for several months. During that time, you don't want to list your home on the MLS, because if your home's not going to be available, or you need to live there for a few months or longer, buyers aren't going to want to enter into a contract yet, because most buyers are looking a couple months out. So if you did list your home in the MLS, you're just going to burn days on the market until you get to a couple months out, and then your home's going to look stale, have long days on market, and probably not get the price you want. So in that situation, putting your home in a coming soon status might make a lot of sense. We've got a lot of different marketing channels online and print, signage that we use to get the word out about homes that are coming soon. We then screen the buyers that contact us about those homes to make sure that the timing and the home is a good fit for them. So, we often do find buyers that are several months out. Again, that's not the majority of buyers, but there is a segment of buyers that can wait several months or longer to move into their new home, and are still motivated. So those are the buyers that we would bring to a home in that scenario. And it's going to do a couple of things for you. One, you might be able to find a buyer. Two, even if you don't, you're going to get great feedback on pricing. Right? So real estate is an inefficient market. Pricing is not as easy to predict as more fungible items such as stocks. So getting that pricing feedback during a pre-listing period is very crucial, and will help inform your decision of what price to list should you have to list your home in the MLS. Another situation that might make sense to list your home prior to list your home as a coming soon prior to going in the MLS would be if there's a fair amount of work that needs to be done. So a lot of people don't want to do the work that it takes to get your home ready to go fully on the market. It does take a lot of work, and people have jobs, lives, kids, pets, whatever. So it is something that's hard to balance sometimes. By telling buyers, hey, if we do list the home, we plan on doing these 10 items, but we're happy to show it to you now, but just bear in mind that this home could be in much better shape. A lot of times that will resonate with buyers that are motivated and would like to buy a home before it gets on the market and gets bid up. So a lot of times, buyers are able to purchase a home before all of the marketing work has been done, and it. We've often found that situation to be very beneficial for our sellers and buyers, and it's something that brings value to all and is a win-win. And it also, like the situation I described before, gives you great pricing feedback. So if our team, let's say, and other agents that we work with in the community, if we bring by several motivated buyers that are looking for a home, like the one that's in the coming soon status, and none of them like it at that price, well, we've got great feedback before we go on the market. And if one of them does like it and writes an offer, then great. We've just helped our seller buy a home without doing all the repairs and staging and work that does take to get on the market, and without having to constantly be out of your house for showings. So it can be a great value for sellers. It can also be a great value for buyers, as they feel like they're getting something that's not available to everyone else. Now, the one thing that can be a drawback is you are foregoing putting your home in the MLS, and the MLS is going to syndicate to tons of agents. There's thousands in the area that belong, so you could potentially be missing out on a buyer willing to pay more. No one likes to leave money on the table, so what we tell our sellers is, in the pre-market period, of course, be informed by what comparable sales are selling for, but take a price that we call your high five price. In other words, if you got that price, you would give each other a high five and be able to sleep at night knowing that you didn't go on the market, but you got your high five price. So that's how we handle that situation. Again, it can be a trade-off. There is potential that you're leaving money on the table, but if you get your high five price and you don't have to go through the stress and hassle and work of getting on the market, it can be a great value. And like I said earlier, we sell about 25 to 30% of our homes this way. It's something our buyers and sellers both love, and we have rave reviews about it. So if that's something you're interested in learning more about, please feel free to give me a call. Thanks a lot, and as always, if you have any other questions you would like to submit for the next Ask the Real Estate Agent segment, please let me know. Have a great day.